Don't do sum like this. Instead, sum like this. And if I click this furniture, I get the sum of the furniture. If I click the office supplies, I get the sum of the office supplies. If I click technology, I get the sum for the technology items. Now if I want to select multiple, I can select these two and then I get the sum. Let me explain. So if you in case you created a table with multiple data and it has various categories, and when you do a sum by pressing alt equals, or just put the formula equal to sum, open the bracket and select the items, and then we get the sum. Now in this case, what happens is if you filtered any of the category, your sum will go off. So you will not get the sum when you filter items individually or by together. Let me explain to you. So if I select two items, I'll not get the sum over here. Instead, what we are going to do is we are going to create a table format and calculate sum based on that. Then whenever you filter, you will get the sum like this. So in this table, if you look at this, now if I want to select multiple, I can select these two and then I get the sum here clearly. Now let me explain how we can do this, right? Let's go to the our table here. Let me remove the sum. First of all, I'm going to select this table and then press Ctrl T, then click OK. So this way, I'm going to create a table format for this data. Click anywhere on the table, then click Insert Slicer and select the category and click OK. So I get the slicer over here and I can play around with, I can change the colors over here, or if I want to have number of columns more than 2, let's say 3, I can make it as 3. I can adjust the size, right? And if I want to insert couple of lines and adjust here, I can do that as well. And now I will make it a little bit bigger, right? And let me just double click again and go to the slicer format. And here I can have multiple other options as well. So if I click on furniture, the filter will be applied and you'll get the furniture details. If I click on office supplies, and you'll get the office supplies details. If I click on technology, I'll get the technology details. So to remove it, I can press this button. Now if I don't want to see the category, I can even remove that part. Let it be there for some time once we done the calculation. Now there are different ways to do it. If I want to insert a shape, let's say I want to insert a shape and I want to see the total over here on this table, I can do that. I can adjust the outline, I can do the shape fill, I can do various color coding. Anything can be done over there. Now if I want to see the numbers over here, I have to refer this to a cell. So let me insert another shape and say total sales. Okay, total sales. Let me adjust the font here. Let me enlarge it a bit. I can make it bold, and let me just adjust this. Now if I want to see the total number over here, I have to refer this to another cell. So for that, I will fetch the details from this table and then I will put it on another cell, and from there I will drag it over here. So for that, I'll use the formula called subtotal. Subtotal, in the subtotal, the first thing which I need to select is the function. Function number is referred to a formula which need to be applied. For example, if I select 1, it'll do the average. If I select 2, then it'll be count. Similarly, all these are available. So I'm going to do Sun09 as a sum. This is the formula which I'm going to use it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all these cells and then press OK. Now you can see instead of showing the cell reference, it's showing table because this is a table format. Once you apply to a table format, it becomes dynamic, which means you create a new row or new column, the table format will be automatically applied. So what does it means is, if you have any the new item which I added to this table, then automatically that item will get added to the table. I'll show you an example, post this. So I have this number over here. This number need to reflect over here. So I will do one thing. I'll double click. I'll press equal. I'll do the cell reference over here and click OK. Now let me show you how we can show the total number over here on the shape. For that, select the shape, whatever shape which you have designed, and then click on the formula bar, press equal, and then select the cell and click OK. Now I can adjust the font by, from here you can make it large, you can make it bold, you can make it at center based on your type. And if I don't want to see the fractions, I can adjust the fraction over here by pressing this icon. So I get this. Apply the currency. I can make it the currency over here from the format cell option. So this will appear over here. I can just readjust. Right. Now you have the total over here. I can hide this file because I don't want others to see this. So this become interactive a table by which you will able to apply the slicers or filters by clicking this icon. Let me click furniture. If I click the furniture, I can see the total over here. Or if I click office, I'll supplies and I'll get the total over here. If I click technology, I'll get this, and if I want to remove it, I can remove it from here. Now there is another method which I can calculate the sum, which is anywhere on this cell, then press Control Shift and then T. If I do that, I'll get the total over here, which is similarly you can apply the filter and you can get the total. Let me insert another cell down. So if you have new entry, what you'll do is that you will go here and then click a row below. Let me just do a manual entry 15432, and then let me take this customer and paste it over here, and then instead of technology, let me do a furniture and then paste it over here. Let me do this as well, then here, and let me type an amount here. Let me do 2354, or and then the time which I enter, then you can see the total get updated. Now when I filter by furniture, then I'll get the total for the furniture including the new line item. This is an extremely useful trick to calculate the sum if you're using large data. If you find this video useful, please give me a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. Thank you so much for watching.